If you're a young man who likes to have fun, likes to go out, party, and all that kind of stuff, and you want to smell great, well, I got a really different list for you, so stay tuned and watch to find out what that is. So this is your first time. Change the music, man. Like, what's going on? No, that's not gonna work. Okay, now let's get into it. So this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bash and you like this type of content, someone who's sarcastically back and likes to have fun and really does not take himself, this channel, nor this hobby too seriously, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Now, I am all about giving you guys something very different when it comes to these top 5, top whatever lists, okay? But I'm gonna give you 10 great fragrances that hardly ever get a mention. Some are gonna be a little bit more expensive, but no, they are not niche. But I am just yakking on. Let's just get into the goddamn list, shall we? Fragrance number 1. This is perfect for you guys who really don't have a lot of money but want to smell real good. This is Jaguars. Excellent. So when the lady's like, what are you wearing? Oh, I'm wearing Jaguars. Like, ooh, Jaguar. You got a Jag? This kind of Jaguar. Because this is only $20 or less. I think that if you're wearing this, more than likely you don't have the funds to buy an actual Jaguar. I know I don't. But the notes of this one are tonka bean, iris, vanilla, amber, also lily of the valley, and there's a little bit of the citruses to this one. Whoa, this one is very cloying, very sweet, and quite annoying. So if you over apply, you're gonna be turning off everybody in the club because this is gonna cut through everything. Because this is very much like Paco Rabanne 1 million, just maybe a little bit more powdery. Quite fruity, quite ambery, quite sweet. There's gotta be some vanilla to this one because I do get some vanilla. But holy shit, this really is a clubbing fragrance. You could wear it to school if you want, but for me, this is not a lounge. This is more so of a club scent. Fragrance number 2, this one is going to be a little bit more mature than the Jaguar Excellence, but this is going to be Only the Brave Extreme. The notes of this one are apple, tonka bean, leather, rose, coriander, and styrax. What you get, you do get the leather. You also get a lot of the apple and a lot of the tonka bean. There is some spices to this one, but this one does have sex appeal. This brand, I should say, is pretty much for the younger demographics. I have said this so many times whenever I've talked about this company, okay? But this one does have sex appeal. It's fun, it's flirtatious. It has a little bit of a bad boy feel, if you will, but it certainly is a fun, flirty type of scent. If you're wearing this one and you're dancing with that nice little cutie that you're picking up, this is gonna draw her in even more. So when you guys are sweating and you're heating up the place, this is gonna project even more. This is a banger. So again, less sprays the better. No more than 3 sprays on this one. This brand is super economical. This brand is also for the young guys out there, but this is gonna be Guess Seductive Noir. The notes are amber, nutmeg, apple, tonka bean, and black pepper. So this is kind of like this one in some ways. As I said, this is a little bit like Paco Rabanne 1 million, but so is this one. This one is just a little bit more spicier and not as sweet as 1 million. I prefer this one over 1 million. I prefer this one over the Jaguar. You do get the apple, you do get the spices, and you do also get the amber. This is actually this is a nice fragrance, but again, it's more so suited for a younger man out there. This is club, going out, and lounge. Let's stick with the brand of Guess. With this one, I had to ask my good friend, Coach Rob 619, because Coach's motto is, depending on what the ladies say, determines what I spray. And this one, I had to get his take on it, and he approves of it. This is going to be a tester bottle, but this is going to be Guess Night Access. The notes are woods, vanilla, saffron. You also get grapefruit, geranium, and patchouli. So you do get the spices. You get a creamy vanilla, and you also get a bit of a floral component to this one. Whew. That's actually quite nice. In that opening, I just got a bit of a sour tart feel. It's probably the alcohol, but as it does dry down, this does have sex appeal. It is a fun, flirtatious type of scent. This for me is more so of a lounge and a date fragrance. I would not really wear this to the club because it's not going to cut through all the other fragrances. It's a little bit more softer, but perfect for dates and lounges. Fragrance number 5, let's go back to the brand of Diesel. This is going to be Diesel's Only the Brave Tattoo. Come on, this one really had to make the list, you know. This the name itself, Tattoo, that itself sounds pretty gangster to me. But the notes of this one are apple tobacco, there's also some benzoin, guaiac wood, black pepper, and more. I believe that someone said that this is discontinued, but at the time of this recording, you can actually get this online pretty easily. Fragrance X and I believe Fragrance Net has it, but it may not. This goes for about like $70 Canadian, maybe $80 Canadian, so this one does come with a bit of a price tag. I find a lot of the diesel fragrances are a little bit more expensive than some of your other cheaper scents like Jaguar, Guess, and so on. This is sex appeal, it's fun, it's flirtatious. You can wear it to the club, to a lounge, to a night out. This is a little bit more versatile than some of the other fragrances in this list though. Fragrance number 6, let's go with Yop Homme Wild. So you get white tobacco, rum, pink pepper, and guaiac wood. So this one is a banger and it's gonna last you a very long time. And it's quite inexpensive. So this is like $25 or less, guys. So with this one, you definitely get the tobacco. You also get the rum and you get the pink pepper and woods. So you pretty much get every single note, and that's what it is. There's only 4 notes to this one. This is a boozy concoction with woods and spices and tobacco. It's great for the clubs, night out, date, and lounge. One of the more versatile fragrances in this list. Scent number 7, I don't have a bottle, but I really wanted to add this one in because it really does not get a lot of mention in our community. And the times that it does, a lot of people really, they kind of poop on it, and I think it's great. That is YSL or Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme Eau Électrique. So what you get tonka bean, sage, you also get geranium, apple, vanilla, and lavender. This one really does have sex appeal. I haven't worn it in a couple of years, but I did review it and I actually did praise it. I think that back in 2017, and that's when it came out, that I said that this is actually one of the sexiest releases of that year. What you do get is that you do get the spices, you do get the lavender, you get the fruits, but you also get a slight floral component to it. It is different than the original La Nuit de l'Homme, but boy, this one needs to get looked into because it's actually quite sexy. That one's great for the clubs, dates, but also lounges. Fragrance number 8, I'm known as the Ferrari guy. This is going to be Ferrari's Scuderia Forte. The notes of this one are plum, vanilla, cinnamon. You also get pineapple, cedar, and apple. So this is pretty much like a spicy, fruity, sweet scent with the lavender and like that plum and apple accord. You could dress this one down to dressing it up. Like you can actually wear this kind of like semi-formal, believe it or not. But it's a great scent, more so for the lounges, but also date night. This is not a club scent in my opinion, okay? It has a little bit more of a grown aspect, if you will, but boy, is this one has sex appeal for the younger guys, but also maybe someone who's kind of like approaching 40 as well. It has a playful vibe, but at the same time it has a serious vibe. Great scent, really inexpensive, and this is, I believe it's an eau de parfum, so it's going to last you a little bit longer. Fragrance number 9, if you like Armani Code, just not the price tag, because Armani does come with a price tag, you're definitely paying for that name, but there's quality, and you want to save some money because you're a cheap son of a bitch, like me, then Zegna's Intenso is for you. This is pretty much Armani Code, okay? Zegna, as much as I love you, and I'm also known as the Zegna guy, this is pretty much like a carbon copy, almost. This is like 90% Armani Code, through. I'm sorry. But the notes of this one are tonka bean, clearly very evident, Armani Code, hello. You also get iris, cardamom, citruses, vetiver, and musk. So this one here is not really a club scent. This has a mature aspect, just like Code. So I would say that this is night out, but also lounge. And scent number 10, this one here is quite different, quite unique, and it's quite unisex. So if you don't like smelling like, possibly smelling like a woman, stay away from this one. Banana Republic's Dark Cherry and Amber. Amber, cherry, praline, and freesia are what you're gonna get. So it's heavy in amber, but also heavy in cherry. You do get the sweetness from the praline. I don't get praline per se, but you do get the sweetness from it and a floral component. I would say that this is 60% women, 40% men. So if you're a guy who likes to dress up, who's very fashionable, who's very comfortable in his skin, and really possibly doesn't mind being like, hey, are you wearing a female's fragrance? Then you may like this one, okay? This one does kind of remind me of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, just in some aspects. Tom Ford done way better, as my friend Rush said, because we reviewed this one. This is the bro cousin to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, okay? This is gonna cost you no more than 40 bucks, but you get about 5 to 6 hours out of this one, and it's really good for the price tag. This is perfect for the lounge and date. So guys, that is my top 10 fragrances for the younger man, night out, club, date, whatever. So guys, that's it. We've come to the end of the video. Any reviews that I've done on these will be down in the description below. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to slap a like on it. I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.